Welcome to Thoroughbred Racing action here at Gulfstream Park on this Saturday afternoon. We have 11 races on today's card. We'll send it upstairs to Pete Aiello. He'll give you the scratches in the track conditions.
The weather, partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the low 90s here today. The main track fast. The turf course not in use today. The Tapeta track, it's always fast. In race 1, scratch 6, Proud American. Scratch the 8, last run. Racing at Gulfstream. From between horses, Live to Ride, ridden hard for the early advantage, taken on early by Amori MVP, who's up to take second. Marchese comes away in a good spot, third at the inside. Winning Fortune gets away in fourth while floating 3 wide, 2 better than Imperatus. Then it's Malazzo. Toward the back of the field are Risen Sun and Game of Power. In the run around the first turn, Live to Ride and Jose Morelos make the fractions. They lead by a length. Amori, MVP, races from second. El Marchese third at the inside. Up to the outside, Winning Fortune is now fourth. Imperatus races in fifth. Outside sixth is Malazzo from Risen Sun seventh. Game of Power eighth and last with less than 5 furlongs to run. It's Live to Ride. He has the lead by a length and a half, trying to catch a mid-race breather. Amori MVP on his flank while racing in second. El Marchese third at the inside for Torres. Angled to the clear is Winning Fortune. He's on a backstretch grind. He's up to within 2.5 lengths of the lead. Imperatus is next with Malazzo. Then Risen Sun and Game of Power is last. They went to half in 48 and 4, and they speed around the far turn. Here's a 3-wide bid from Winning Fortune, forcing Amori MVP to go after Live to Ride. Watching that action unfold is El Marchese fourth at the inside. Then it's back to Malazzo together with Imperatus as they reach the top of the stretch. They went 3 quarters and 1:13 and 1, and they're on their way home with long shot Amori MVP having a narrow advantage. Fighting right back second is Live to Ride. Down the center, Winning Fortune. Far outside Malazzo from between horses Imperatus. 16th to go. Live to Ride is back in front. Winning Fortune takes aim. It's now Winning Fortune converging on Live to Ride. Live to Ride, Winning Fortune. Winning Fortune gets up to spring the upset. Live to Ride was second. El Marchese third and 142 and 3. They're at the post, and they're off. Good start for Street Bell and San Antonio Serra, ridden hard between horses. Sweet Agenda is on the go. Joining the top flight and moving to challenge for control is Mo Hijinks. They're fanned across the course. Little Torch is at the rail. In between horses, Vida Mia. She's in the purple colors, about 5 lengths behind. On her outside is Army Medic. Widest of all, Snappy Comeback. Then Win Bet Only and Baseball Lady. Hot Divas at the back. To the far turn they go. The leader's Sweet Agenda, 3 parts of a length. Mo Hijinks is second from the outside. Snappy Comeback is now third. San Antonio Serra has steadily lost ground. She's back to fourth, 7 lengths behind. 3 wide goes Army Medic. At the rail, Little Torch. Then back to Vida Mia and Hot Diva. Baseball Lady tries to get a rally together, and Win Bet Only slammed on the brakes. And as last of all, they chase long shot Sweet Agenda. Sweet Agenda and Yolber Torres through a 45 and 2/2 mile. Try to sneak away. From the back, Street Bell underway. Yellow Cap taking aim second. Mo Hijinks up the rail. Hot Diva. 1/8 of a mile to go. Sweet Agenda's on the ropes. Here comes Mo Hijinks. Here comes a rail running Hot Diva. Down the center and Street Bell. Street Bell is trying to get to the top 2, and the top 2 are now Mo Hijinks and Hot Diva. It's Mo Hijinks who has the win. Mo Hijinks 3 parts of a length better than Hot Diva than San Antonio Serra in 112 flat.
Jackie's Warrior quickly in front here by 2 lengths. Here comes Jackie's Warrior up the inside to take over the lead from Life is Good. And Jackie's Warrior remains undefeated here at Saratoga, and he wins an unprecedented Grade 1 stakes at the Spa for the third straight season.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. In the middle, Sin for a Season. That's the gray. She bounces out well. Out in the center, Rachel's Song has speed. Moving on the far outside, it's Floribunda. These three almost in line in the run to the opening quarter. With the advantage, it's Sin for a Season. Challenged now by Rachel's Song. They're locked up heads apart. Racing up on the outside, Floribunda's now third. Deflection fourth at the rail. And it's a length and a half to Lady Cha-Cha racing together with Starship Boeing. It's a 5-length margin to Oshala. Another 4 lengths back to Oxer, and Tape Runner is far back. 23-4 for the opening quarter. Down the backstretch they go. Sin for a Season does battle with Rachel's Song, locked up heads apart. Deflection is third. Floribunda is fourth. The orange colors of Starship Boeing fifth at the rail. Out in the center, it's Lady Cha-Cha. She works a length in front of Oshala, who's closed the gap. 2 better than Oxer, and still 4 to Tape Runner, who's lagged a long way behind throughout. The opening half mile complete in 47-3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Sin for a Season from the word go. She leads, but only narrowly. 2-path, Rachel's Song, 3 wide, Deflection. Making it up to fourth is Starship Boeing. That's all for Floribunda. At the rail goes Oshala, 3 wide, Lady Cha-Cha. She's not gaining much at all. Oxer is next, and Tape Runner is last as they reach the top of the stretch. 3/4, 111-4. Plenty of hopes here. Oshala Mirage has run as he angles to the clear, and he has her charging hard at a nice price. 1/8 of a mile to go. They're fanned across the course. Oshala trying to straighten up. Starship Boeing has hit the lead. Deflection, Oshala. These three. Deflection for a narrow lead. Oshala on the outside. Oshala gains the upper hand. Oshala wins. You had to think he had horse. Rajiv Mirage angled 5 wide for a run and ran down Deflection. Third was Starship Boeing. 141 flat. And they're off. Becco in, a step slow to get going. From the rail, Relentless Raider comes out firing and goes looking for the early lead. Spit the Bit is 4 wide while trying to get over. Splitting horses, Sweet Lazarus is on to take second. Solo Mia is next, and the gray is Frosted Punk down at the inside. Out in the middle is Bad Obsession, third last. Worth the Wait is second last, and after a bad break, Vecco In is at the back of the field, separated by 12 lengths in the run past the opening quarter. Opening quarter went in 23-4. That's a quick fraction for the level and distance, and it's Relentless Raider who leads by a neck. Sweet Lazarus is second. The pace starts to slow. Up to third, Spit the Bit, 3 wide. Solo Me is at the rail. Bad Obsession's out in the middle. Frosted Punk is the gray. He eyes an opening between horses. Out in the center is Worth the Wait, and still at the back is Vecco Win. They make their way to the half-mile point, and Sweet Lazarus is now kicked on a bit for jockey Heriberto Figueroa and 1.5 and 49 flat. So a breather in the second quarter, Sweet Lazarus to the top. Back to second, Relentless Raider, Spit the Bit is third. Up on the outside, Bad Obsession toward the rail, Frosted Punk. 2 back to Worth the Wait. Solo Me is called to today, and Vecco Win has been at the back throughout. They round the far turn. Sweet Lazarus committed for home now, 3 wide. Spit the Bit in the middle. Relentless Raider, he's still right alongside. In fact, Relentless Raider is back up to take the lead again. Spit the Bit runs with him on the outside. Relentless Raider corners very, very wide. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Spit the Bit floated way out in the center, trying to get past Relentless Raider. Frosted Punk is next at the rail, and Sweet Lazarus. Final 16th of a mile. Relentless Raider, Spit the Bit, Frosted Punk. Spit the Bit just in front. He gains the upper hand. Spit the Bit. He didn't. He won by almost a length in the end. Relentless Raider was second. Frosted Punk third. Sweet Lazarus fourth. Then Worth the Wait. And ladies and gentlemen, today's fourth race, named in loving memory of Adam Schulze. Folks, sometimes life just doesn't seem fair, and if you were a friend of Adam, that's certainly one of these times. Gone far, far too soon at just over 40 years old. He was an integral member of the Gulfstream Park community. As you can see, an outpouring of friends and family here today at Gulfstream Park to honor the life and legacy of Adam. Adam is at peace on the ocean now, and we honor his life and legacy with a fourth race named in loving memory of Adam Schulze. And they're off. Good start outside. Want All the Smoke in the middle. Spiteful Election is moving to take on the leader. Princess Blakely has speed and moving out the rail. Pizzicato now shoves a neck in front in the run to the half-mile grounds. In between horses, Spiteful Election. On the far outside, it's Want All the Smoke. Dropping back a touch, Princess Blakely. Holding the inside spot, that's I Love Venezuela. Sweet Sash was a bit slow into stride and is improving outside of Windrush, who saw shuffled to last of all. Opening quarter was ordinary. 22-4, they speed around the far turn. Long shot Pizzicato and Jose Ferrer in front 3/4 of a length. Spiteful Election is second. 3 wide, Want All the Smoke is now third. From behind the speed, it's I Love Venezuela together with Princess Blakely. Sweet Sash hooks to the far outside. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Rios. He's sitting chilly on Spiteful Election. Now he shakes her reins at her and he asked for a kick. He gets one. She takes a clear lead. Pizzicato is back to second. Down the center, Sweet Sash tries to get into third. Windrush has something to say about that. They come home for the wire. Spiteful Election is a 9-2 winner. Pizzicato second. Sweet Sash did get third ahead of Windrush fourth in 104-2. And they're off. Blazing Affair blew the start, 4 lengths slow. Niadera wins the break and goes establishing a clear early lead. She's a length and a half in front as they stack up in behind her. From between horses, it's Chosen Factor out in the middle. Welcome to America. Farther out, Liska Bianca. Down at the inside goes Phoenix of Wit. Then it's Sod Siren, and after a bad break, Blazing Affair is last. To the far turn they go. Niadera leads by half a length. Chosen Factor second, 3 wide. Welcome to America third. Phoenix of Wit. Maroon colors trying to slide through at the rail. Getting started on the outside is Sod Siren. She draws within 4 lengths of the lead. At the back, Liska Bianca and Blazing Affair. They run to the top of the stretch, and Jaramillo rations the speed of Niadera a 1/4 mile from home. Niadera wheels in on top by 2. Off cover, Phoenix of Wit tries to go get her. Back to third, Welcome to America. They're an 1/8 of a mile from home. It's Niadera now asks some questions and giving the right answers. She's now a 16th from home and 2 on top. Phoenix of Wit is second, and that's where she'll stay. Niadera is in front. She went gate to wire by a length and a half. Second, Phoenix of Wit. It's a 3-way photo for third involving Chosen Factor, Blazing Affair, Sod Siren, 103-4.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off. Step slow to break was Madness. Good start from between horses for Cajun Anthem, who heads off for the early advantage. Moving out the rail, Patty's Having Fun is on to challenge. These two get acquainted. Noble Dreamer well situated down on the inside. That's Amy the Butcher moving up. On the far outside, it's Miguel's Bell. Back from there, Drills Valentine and Foxy Lady. The two at the back, It's Only Words. And Madness. Half a mile away with the advantage. It's Cajun Anthem on the outside. Patty's Having Fun right back at her toward the rail. These two continue to spar. They've opened 3. On the team of Miguel's Bell and Noble Dreamer, they run as 1 while racing 3rd and 4th. 4 ahead of Amy the Butcher, who's asked to quicken, 7 lengths off the speed. In front of Foxy Lady with an improving It's Only Words at the rail as they reach the top of the stretch. Cajun Anthem cracks under the pressure. Here's Noble Dreamer with a big run on the outside of the leader. Patty's Having Fun. From 4th, Miguel's Bell. Underway from the back, It's Only Words. Amy the Butcher alongside her as they straighten for the drive. Noble Dreamer, she takes a clear lead, and this one looks over. Oh, Noble Dreamer now by 3, by 4. Running home a ton from the back is Madness, but she can only get a slice. It's Noble Dreamer who's in front. Noble Dreamer to win by 3.5. Miguel's Bell 2nd. It's Only Words 3rd. Then Patty's Having Fun and Madness in 1:10 and 4. All set. And they're off. Slow to move, Big Dividend, last to start. Quick to start, Mahavlich and Loud Applause. They're the first two out. Skellig Michael comes away in 3rd and tries to keep up with the early pace setters. 3 clear of Keep On Moving. Then it's Founders. He's beaten for speed today. And Big Dividend was slow into stride, and he's last now as they make their way to the final half mile. Down at the inside, it's Loud Applause for a narrow lead. Up on the outside of him is Mahavlich from 2nd. Skellig Michael, a patient clear 3rd while in the clear. Back at the rail, it's Keep On Moving. 5 ahead of Founders and 3 more to Big Dividend. 22 and 1 for a robust opening quarter. They speed around the far turn. Mahavlich takes it to Loud Applause, locked up heads apart at the 5/16. Armio getting after Skellig Michael to try to launch a bit. He's 3 wide and charging up. At the rail, look at that nifty ride by Miguel Vasquez, and Keep On Moving's the one who got through. He's the one charging to challenge the new leader, Skellig Michael. Keep On Moving to the top off a sweet trip. Skellig Michael is 2nd, but his back's against the wall now. An 1/8 of a mile from home and off a dream run through inside. It's Keep On Moving who has the lead. Skellig Michael has run a good race, but he's 2nd best as Keep On Moving is a 6-1 winner. Keep On Moving. He's in front. 2nd, Skellig Michael. Founders is up for 3rd. Mahavlich is up 4th. In race 8, 1:16 and 2 for the 6.5 furlong. They're at the post. And they're off. Slow to start was Honesto. Quick to start was Light Fury. He heads off for the early advantage. Began in Greenpoint is along the rail, sent between horses, tap it 3 times. These 3 almost in line. Lord of War comes away racing in 4th in the black and green. Up on his outside is Nerves of Steel. A 1.5 to Blast Radius with Line Astray moving at the rail. Then it's Remerton in front of Spitesper Comete. And Honesto is at the back of the field as they make their way to the final 6 furlongs. Light Fury on the outside. Long Shot began in Greenpoint on the inside. They're locked up, their heads apart for the lead. A length and a half to Tap It 3 times, who bides his time while racing in the third spot now. 2.5 more to Lord of War. He's together with an improving Nerves of Steel is together with an improving Lord of War. Alongside him out in the middle is Honesto. And trying to move in from mid-flight is Remerton. So off the final half mile of the contest, 47-2 for the opening half mile. It's Light Fury who leads by 2 over Honesto, who's charged into second now. Back to third, it's Tap It 3 times, 2.5 Nerves of Steel. Fourth, dropping back began in Greenpoint, dropping back Lord of War. On the far outside, it's Remerton held up in between Blast Radius. The others would have to Herculean task ahead of him as Light Fury tries to brave it up. 3/4, 1:11.3. Light Fury still rolling for Edwin Gonzalez, a length and a half in front. Tap It 3 times is at the inside. Outside it's Honesto, then it's Nerves of Steel. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Light Fury, he still has the lead. He has bravened up, he's an eighth of a mile out, and he's 2 on top. Tap It 3 times battling for second with Honesto, but at 5-2, if you back Light Fury, you can go collect Light Fury, gate to wire. Honesto from last to second. Third, Tap It 3 times. Up fourth with Spitesburg Comete in 1:43 flat. They're off. Racing in the Azalea Stakes. Andrea was quickest to begin and reaches out for a clear advantage. In the purple, here's Fede moving to take her on. Away in third is Nirazuri, up between horses Unchained Elaine. Love You Morgan finds herself second last. The early trailer is Be a Queen. The early leader is Fede. Fede and Jaramillo strut their stuff now. They're a length and a half in front. Angled off the inside, Andrea is now second. Nirazuri on the outside third. Pink colors, Love You Morgan creeping closer toward the rail. Unchained Elaine between horses, and Be a Queen is last. 22-2 for the opening quarter. Jaramillo letting Fede roll. She's half a mile away with 2 lengths in front. Andrea is now second up on the outside, and it's Nirazuri in third. Love You Morgan better do better than that. She's back to fourth and not gaining right now. Outside, that's Unchained Elaine, then Be a Queen as they race for home. 45 seconds flat for the half-mile speed. Fede has the lead. Andrea comes to call from second. Nirazuri in with a shot from third. Unchained Elaine is next with Love You Morgan, and they're at the top of the stretch. Fede is still in front. Taking her shot is Andrea on the outside. These two square off an eighth of a mile from home. It's Andrea for a narrow lead. Fede fights hard. Nirazuri up for a possibility down the center. Final 16th of a mile. Andrea has the lead. Long shot Nirazuri runs at her with a 16th to go. Andrea driven out. Andrea wins the Azalea. Nirazuri second. Fede with a good try third. Love You Morgan fourth in 1:22.1. And runners away. Good start for El Mayo, who heads off for the early advantage. Sir Ascot from the far outside is gunned to try to get over. Fredericksburg is between horses. Also into the top flight goes Titan. He's an early fourth. Triumphant Road is in tight between horses, and at the rail goes Calvino. Back mid-flight is Mr. Bryzel. He's about 5 lengths off the lead with company from his outside in the form of Legal Maneuver. Widest of all around the turn is Stone Cold Flex. He's third last. Centerfold Guy is second last, and Will of a Warrior at the back of the group as they head past the opening quarter. Up front, Fredericksburg now shoves a neck in front. The quarter speed was 24-3. At the inside, it's El Mayo who battles on in second, 3 wide, and Sir Ascot third. Calvino is in between horses alongside him in Triumphant Road. Titan is on their outside. Then Mr. Bryzel and Legal Maneuver ahead of Stone Cold Flex and Will of a Warrior. Dropping to last now, Centerfold Guy, and Easier Said just went by him. They went to half in 48-1. These are legit fractions as they swing around the far turn. Mr. Bryzel catches the eye. He's buried in traffic, but he's trying to follow Triumphant Road at the 5/16 at the rail. Will of a Warrior is skidding through, and he's now only 2.5 lengths off the lead. They stack, they pack, and they turn for home. Mr. Bryzel hooks to the clear for Torres. He's loose now as Titan and Sir Ascot kick on. Will of a Warrior needs room. Triumphant Road gets run, and he has the run in between now. Triumphant Road got through to take over. 1/8 of a mile to go. Far outside, Titan. In the middle, it's Sir Ascot. Along the rail, Triumphant Road. Mr. Bryzel's flattening out. Will of a Warrior next. Final 1/16 of a mile. Titan, he's 13-1, and he's gained the upper hand. Titan wins going away. Will of a Warrior is up for second. It's closer for third. I think that goes to Sir Ascot. Then the two favorites, Mr. Bryzel and Triumphant Road, in 142-3.
That wraps up Saturday racing here at Gulfstream Park. When we're back with you tomorrow, we have a mandatory Rainbow Six. Make sure to come and join us on a 10-race card, as everything must go on this Sunday afternoon. We'll see you here.